Hey guys, welcome back to the garage. Our mission is making this 1989 Saab turbo convertible run better than ever by making it breathe better than ever. Saab wasn't the first automaker to use turbocharging, but they were among the first to add turbos to everyday passenger vehicles. And they added enough tags and badges to make sure you knew there's something special under the hood. Back in episode 3, we dismantled the Garrett T3 turbo in my Saab and learned that it was pretty badly worn.
Can you hear that? As I spin up this turbine, it seems to be coming in contact with the housing.
But things got even uglier once I got the turbo out of the car. So that wobble is a sign that the bearings are shot, but that's not the only problem. Take a look inside the compressor housing itself. See those vanes on the impeller? They are bent. Obviously, something came loose, got in there, collided with those vanes, and bent as they are, they're not going to be moving air very effectively. So, you could rebuild this turbo for a $300 fee and probably be okay, right? Wrong. There's a more serious flaw. I took it to a turbo specialist who coincidentally is just a few blocks from my house, and he pointed out these small cracks near the wastegate opening. Now, it's apparently fairly common in the Garrett turbo housing, and his claim is that over time, this particular crack right here is going to continue to grow and grow out to the flange itself, and you have an unrepairable flaw. This turbo whistled upon acceleration, and according to the guy at that shop, the air was escaping through those cracks and making that noise. So this turbo is done for. Well, here is the answer to the problem. This is a Mitsubishi TE0512B. As you can see, it has a Saab label on it because it was a Saab factory unit. Between 1990 and about 1993, Saab used these turbos instead of the Garretts on the 900 model. Now, the guys at Swedish Dynamics say it's going to be a direct bolt-in, and I think they're right. The turbo in this unit is a little bit smaller, and from what I've read, that leads to a faster spool up, so less turbo lag. One of the forums I read said that it makes it feel like there's a little V8 out underneath the front, and okay, I like the sound of that. Some guys complain, though, that you just can't squeeze as much horsepower out of this TE unit over the Garrett. The smaller turbine just doesn't push as much air when you get to the top end of the performance range, and you know what? I really don't care. I've got a lot of gray hair. I'm not racing this car. It's a summer cruiser, a summer car show car, so I think I'm going to be just fine. As you can see, the timing chain cover is back in place, and so is the cylinder head and the new timing chain itself. It was no big deal to install the actual head gasket and to bolt the head back into place, torquing it down per spec. I reset the engine timing and will soon button it all up with a new exhaust gasket and a fresh gasket on the intake manifold. The engine bay is now cleaned up, looking pretty spiffy, and check that out. A new steering rack is bolted back into place. It's almost ready to go. Yeah, we're making good progress toward getting this Saab 900 back on the road. The next major step is unbolting the automatic transmission and replacing it with a 5-speed. That's a project I know many of you are thinking about, so we'll cover it in great detail in a future episode. Hey, I'm going to be heading out to California for a little while, the land of the beautiful people, right? Well, it's also the land of some really beautiful cars, so I plan to do a little bit of car spotting while I'm out there, and of course I'll upload and share with you what I find here on the channel, so keep an eye out for that. Well, hit that subscribe button, and when I get back, we're hard at work getting this Saab turbo convertible back on the road for summer. I will see you then.